Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the debut of the Crown Athletics Racing Tour, or CART for short. The Cup Series debuts here tonight. Tonight is the clash for these guys. No points on the line, nothing but bragging rights. So it's going to be interesting to see how things go here. As tonight, clash number one, I should say, is going to feature the Next Gen Cup cars as well as the Legacy DW12 cars. Let's go ahead real quick here as they're gridding up. Let's go ahead and get down to the weather information here for you all. As we're in Bristol, USA here, 68 degrees, clear skies, track temp of 72 degrees, humidity at 60%. Winds out of the southwest at 4, and track is dry with no fog and no precipitation in sight. So let's go ahead and get down to the grid here for the first race of the clash here for the CART Cup Series. Lance Anthony starting on the pole in that 52 machine. William Rucker starting second in the 77. Walker Thomas third in the 12. Anthony Yarnell in that 15 starting fourth. William Swanson, I'll get that right, in the 14 starting fifth. Dylan Williams in the 32 starting sixth. Brad D. Peters in the 05 starting seventh. Tyler Herschel in the 9 machine starting eighth. Bradley Williams in the 116 starting ninth. Brad Adams in the 76 starting 10th here. And that will round out the grid here. 10 cars for the first of 2 class races here tonight. I'm sorry to hear that, Jared. Hopefully you get out here next week with these guys. So, unfortunately, I don't have it to where it's going to show both where the first place of the DW12 cars are and the first place of the Next Gen cars are. So, we're just going to roll with what we have. We got one more pacing lap here at Bristol Motor Speedway before they get underway here. Thank you all for tuning in. Looks like we got 4 out there watching right now. A couple people out there in chat. So good to see you guys out there in chat, tuning in, watching these, watching the clash here. It's going to be interesting here with these 2 versions of cars here. I have a feeling that there's going to be calamity taking place here pretty quickly. As these Legacy DW12 cars can do about 11-second lap times, and the Next Gen takes about 15. As green flag is out, we are underway here tonight for Clash Race number 1 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. As Lance Anthony's now down in second spot, William Rucker took over that first spot and get back down here to Brad D. Peters in that 5th spot. He is the first of the Next Gen Cup cars in that 5th spot, as we just got these guys just zipping on by at 11.2 second lap times. Get back here to Brad D. Peters, who just did a 14.373. So definitely these guys are cooking pretty quickly, as they're already coming up on the Next Gen car. That's Brad Adams there in that 76 car as they're getting around him, as Brad Adams may have crashed. And it ain't showing me nothing. So we're just going to go ahead and get back live. If why is it not working? My timing screen is frozen. There we go. Okay, now there we go. Now it's working. Yeah. Nathan is now in the lead there in the DW12 cars. Looks like Tyler is now the leader with the... oh, no, sorry. Dylan Williams is the leader there as Nathan and... not Nathan. Looks like Lance and company working their way around those next-gen cars. Kind of hard to keep up with everything. We got the 116 up into the wall there, Bradley Williams. But everyone's able to keep it going green here. It is a 20-minute race here. We are down to slow over 17 and a half. Yeah, 17 and a half minutes here left in this race. I know it shows lap 12 of 103. They're not going to do 103 laps. I don't foresee. Oh, we have contact there between Bradley Williams and we caught that live. We're just going to go ahead and go back and see there. Go ahead and do a bar chase. And, oh, that was netcode. Netcode actually initiated that. Okay. So Nathan's still leading here in the top group of the IndyCar style legacy cars here at Bristol. And then you got Dylan Williams here in that 32 machine leading the cup cars, but he's got Tyler all over the back bumper of him. And that 9 machine going down to the inside, going to try to take over that 5th spot to be the top cup car here for the Clash Race 1. As Lance is sitting about a little over 5 seconds back. Almost 6 seconds back now. As you can see, the cup cars are already 3 laps down. Not surprising with these DW12 cars. Like I said, they're throwing lap times down pretty quickly, so they're gaining about 4 seconds a lap on the cup cars. So, as Nathan is pretty much checked out of town here. Get here on Walker Thomas sitting in 3rd. He's fighting with Lance, where he's up to 2nd now. He was able to get around Lance Anthony there, as Lance is now down 3rd spot. They're coming up on, that is Brad Peters there in the 05. You got Bradley Williams here in 8th spot. He's 5 laps down right now. Soon to be 6. As Nathan able to get around him, put him another lap down. So the top 3 are spaced out, and you got William Rucker here in the 4th spot in the 77, the last DW12 car here on the track here this evening. And then Dylan Williams and Tyler are still duking it out there for the 5th spot, which would be the 1st spot for the next-gen cup cars. We're down to just over 14 minutes here left to go in this race. Looked like we had a little contact there between Tyler and Dylan. And Tyler's going to be able to pull away there. And now Brad is coming up onto the 32. But he's also got to watch out there, because that is the 77 there, a Walker. Not William Rucker. Jeez, I flipped his name around and got myself tongue-tied. And then you got Lance here in 3rd still. Pretty good gap. And Tyler, Dylan, and Brad back here in 7th, and Bradley Williams here sitting at 8th spot, still doing the tagging the wall every now and then. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get on Nathan here for a lap or two. And let's go ahead and... let's do... little. Just to see how quickly they're going around the track and how quickly they're coming up on those next-gen Cup cars. Oh, as you just saw the leader wreck there, we caught that live. And that's the problem with these cars. You just never know how... You got the 116 that hit the wall, came down, and took out Nathan there. Lost his front wing, and really got some wheel damage as well. Oh. As they probably don't have damage on. I'm assuming they don't have damage on. So he is now in 3rd. You got Walker Thomas in 1st as he just plowed. We caught that. Coming out of 4 and just boom right into the 9 of Tyler. William Rucker is now in that 2nd spot. Walker Thomas 1st. Nathan Yarnell in 3rd. And then Lance Anthony rounding out the DW12 cars in the 4th spot. Tyler's still in that 5th spot in that 9 machine. Dylan Williams sitting here in 6th spot in that 32 Chevy Camaro. Brad D. Peters in the Chevy Camaro as well. And that 05 machine sitting 7th. And then Bradley Williams in 8th. On pit road. Looks like he's doing a pit cycle there. And Brad Adams did not grid here this evening. We'll go ahead and pan out just a little bit so everybody can see just how quickly these cars are getting around the track compared to the Cup cars. It's almost hilarious how quickly these cars you just whip around these turns. As, Walker just slammed the wall there coming out of turn 2. But no damage, no harm, no foul. As now we got William Rucker there. Just a little over 9-2. I don't think the timing screen knows what to do here. Because I'm getting 9-10 seconds and then it goes to 2. So I'm assuming it's 9 seconds. Go. Yeah, it's about 10 seconds. So Walker Thomas is about to lap the entire field here as Lance Anthony is a lap down. And Williams coming at it, going into 3, and he's on the back straightaway going into 3. So he's going to be coming up there on William here pretty quickly, I would imagine. Does he have enough time left in the race to catch him with just a little over 8 minutes? I don't know. That'll be interesting to see. if he'll be able to catch him. Here, Bradley Williams here in that 116. Back here in 8th spot. Getting around now the 9 machine of Tyler. But Bradley is multiple laps down. He's sitting at 16 laps down. Tyler is 12 laps down. As Nathan's coming down pit road. He's getting some tires there. We're on lap 62 now, 102, with a little over 7.5 minutes here to go. They might be able to get all 102 laps in. Wouldn't that be amazing if you just got all, like, just did 40 cars, DW12 cars, put them out here on Bristol? You could do 600 laps in, like, no time. Right now, not a whole lot of action going on, as Walker Thomas is, let's see, still nowhere in sight. Oh, they're almost on the same straightaway now between William and Walker. Go ahead here, stay on Nathan here for a little bit here. We'll go ahead and do a cockpit cam with Nathan. Right now he's sitting 4th. He was the leader there for 31 laps from the get-go. And had that mishap there coming out of a turn and just got into the back end of a cup car and put him back in the position he's in now. So he's looking to fight his way back up, but he is sitting 10 laps down right now. He's got 9 more laps to make up before he can pass that 52 machine of Lance Anthony. If we go ahead and get on Tyler here, as he was just up into the wall. We caught that live right at the tail end of that. Just cup cars are out here for a Sunday cruise, and the top 4 just, as Lance just crashed there. Let's go ahead and see if we can catch to see what happened there. Oh, looked like the 116 got loose coming out of. Yep, he got loose there and then just came down, got into Lance. And that's all she wrote there, but they don't have damage, so they keep going green. As Lance got into the wall there coming out of turn 4. No, that was turn 2. Sorry. Okay, get back here to Tyler. His best lap time was a 14:169. He just ran a 15:627, so he's almost 2 seconds off his best lap there. We go ahead and get here on Walker, and as you can see, he's about 7/10 off, a little over 7/10 off his fastest lap time. So definitely a struggle here for the next gen cars. Not surprising. They are a lot heavier. The center of gravity is a lot higher, as they just split the 05. They went 3 wide, and the 05 stayed in the middle, and they both got around him, no problem. That was Nathan and Walker Thomas. They almost made some contact there. Walker decided to slow it down there, wait wait to get out of that turn to get around that 116. Took the low line there. It is got to proceed with caution, as they say. When you're going 3-4 seconds faster a lap than the other, what, 4 cars out here on track. Well, the 4 cars I'm referring to are the next gen cars. As the 77 here, they're really riding that high line. All the rubber's not being laid down, but they're up there just running it, collecting all the marbles and etc. that are, might pick up a napkin there, a virtual napkin. As Tyler's just trying to milk that 9 machine around to hold that pit spot there to be the victor here for the next gen company. And Walker Thomas is looking to finish off putting the entire field a lap down, but that's not going to happen as William is now all the way pretty much on the same straightaway almost. So something must have happened to Walker there to where William was able to gain all that time back up onto him. As we're on lap 93, as you can see, it now went down to 98 laps. So we are down to 1.5 minutes here left in this session. And this race will be over, and then we will go ahead and get ready to get into the next race, which will be at Talladega for a 40-lap race, Clash Race 2. We're down to 4 laps to go, down to just 1 minute 5 seconds here left to go in this session. It's pretty interesting to see how this all worked out. Definitely feel bad for the drivers that did elect to go with the next gen cars. They're getting past almost every corner, every straightaway. It seems like they got a car either on the inside or outside of them, getting around them, going a lot quicker than them. Probably should have pulled up the miles per hour. But yeah, he's going 103 through the turn. And William here is going 158. So, just to give you a little sense of the speed difference there. He's not even hitting 158 down the straightaway, so. We're down to 3 laps to go here. It looks like it's going to be William Rucker's race here, as he's led 6 laps, and he will finish first. Walker Thomas is going to finish second. Lance Anthony going to finish third. Nathan Yarnell finishing fourth. Tyler, Tyler, I'm just going to call you Tyler for now, finishes fifth. Brady Peters finishes sixth. Bradley Williams 7th. Dylan Williams 8th. And Brad Williams rounding out, finishing 9th here for the first class race of the night. Alrighty, folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to go ahead and step aside here, get ready to get into the next session. We will be right back. Welcome back, race fans, as we are now in the virtual Talladega Super Speedway here with the next gen cars for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour or Kart Cup Series. Here for Clash Race number 2, as they got just a little under 5.5 minutes here left to go in practice. And right now, in that first spot, you got Brad Peters with a 49.186. Nathan Yarnell in second with a 49.2 flat. And Lima Carlson in third with a 49.483. Walker Thomas fourth, 49.484. Lance Anthony fifth with a 49.732. But it is practice. That is not going to translate into qualifying, as drafting definitely playing a role here with those lap times. And single car qualifying should be around 52 second lap times. Thank you all for tuning in. Looks like we got 5 out there watching right now. We have 1 like. So thank you guys for tuning in, bearing with us there while we were doing the transition. Looks like we got 6 out there now. Going through the transition there from the Bristol Motor Speedway and getting into the Super Speedway here of Talladega. Since we got some time here real quick, let's go ahead and go through the schedule here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Here, coming up here next Wednesday, April the 10th, they kick off their first points race at Daytona. And then on the 17th of April, the following Wednesday, they head over to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And on the 24th of April, to round out that month, they will head over to the Virtual Auto Club, which in real life is no more, but here in iRacing, we get to enjoy the luxuries of that track. So we will make a stop over there at Auto Club there to round out the month of April, and then the 1st of May, they head over to Iowa Speedway. First short track of this season for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. And then on the 15th of May, they head back here to Talladega. And the 22nd of May, they go to Atlanta. Looks like they're doing a double race there on the 22nd. And then to round out the month of May is Watkins Glen. As the season goes on, we will go ahead and get to the June races. And they also have a Indy series that they run on Thursday nights, not on Wednesday, but they run those on Thursday. And they are heading over to Long Beach tomorrow night in the Indy series. So that'll be something I might join. I don't know. It depends on my work schedule, how worn out I am after the day is over tomorrow night. As we're down to just a little under 2 minutes here left to go in practice. Thank you guys for sticking with us there, and ready to go. Clash Racing number 2. No mixed cars this time. It is all next gen. The spam machine there, the 55. There is no Scotty Grove there. Almost groved himself into the right rear of the driver in front of him. I believe that was the 01 there of Lima Carlson. Let's go ahead and get the driver bar up for you guys. That would help, huh? That way you can see who I'm on at any given time. down to the last 30 seconds here of practice. We will go ahead. We will step away, play the national anthem once more. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, welcome back as qualifying is now underway for these guys. It looks like we got Brad Peters out here on track. Bradley Williams out here on track. Just laid down his first lap. Got Lima Carlson out here on track. Nathan Yarnell out here on track. William Rucker on track. And Walker Thomas out here on track. Actually, that was his out lap, not his first lap. I apologize. It showed up on ATVO, and I thought it was his first lap without even looking at the timing screen there on the left side of the screen. So, my apologies for that. He should be coming down here completing his first lap right now. Boom, there. He'll go up to the top spot for right now. With a 53.134, Brad E. Peters in second with a 53.990. William Rucker in third with a 54.022. Looks like those are the guys we got. Lima Carlson in the top spot in that Elite Motorsports Machine Toyota with a 53.115, but we will see here what Rucker lays down this time by as he's getting ready to come out of turn number 4. That Toyota Camry 77. William Rucker is going to come down the trial over here, come down across the start-finish line, and he will go up to... He will stay in 5th spot. Lima Carlson here. Lima Carlson crossing the line once more. He was slower that lap. Brad Peters with a 53.162. That's good enough for 4th spot. Bradley Williams in second with a 53.134. Nathan Yarnell in third with a 53.136. And William Rucker here in that 5th spot. You got Walker Thomas in that 6th spot with a 53.227. So that is everybody that is qualified on track. There ain't nobody else out here on track right now. As we're coming down to about 30 seconds here left to go in qualifying. Well, let's see if he's in here. He is not in the Discord, so I cannot interview him. Alright, well that will take care of qualifying here. We're down to the last second here. We go ahead and get transferred into the grid here for the race. Go ahead and wait for everybody to grid up. And while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and get the weather report here. That's not the weather report, folks. That's the weather report for Talladega Super Speedway. It's 84 degrees, partly cloudy skies, track temp of 120 degrees, 42% humidity, winds out of the southeast at 5 miles an hour, no fog, and the track will be dry. Alright, let's go ahead and get down to the starting grid here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Kart Cup Series here for the second race of the clash. Lima Carlson on the pole with a 53.115. Starting in second beside him, the 116 of Bradley Williams. Starting in row number 2, we got the 15 of Nathan Yarnell. And beside him, starting fourth in the 05 machine, Brad D. Peters. Row number 3, starting fifth, the 77 machine of William Rucker. Starting in sixth here tonight in that 12 machine, Walker Thomas. Row 4, first of the non-qualifiers here tonight, Tyler Bissell. In that 9 machine starting 7th. And in the 55 machine starting 8th here tonight, Scotty Groove. Starting 9th in that 52 machine, Lance Anthony. Starting 10th in that 32 machine, Dylan Williams. And that will round out the field here for the Clash race number 2 here for the Kart Cup Series here at Talladega. Go ahead and get readjusted here so I'm comfortable and you all can hear me fine. We'll just go ahead and wait for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road. And it will be in Lima Carlson's hands as waiting for Barney the Flagman to wave that green flag. And waiting. And the green flag is out. We are underway here for race number 2 of the clash here at Talladega. 40-lap race here to get the season going. And even though it's a small field, it's still going to be action-packed here Give me a lot of action. As it looks like that team machine is all over Lima Carlson's tail. Really give him some good pushings, but the 116. Bradley Williams here so far is prevailing on the outside line, but that inside line's coming. But coming out of turn number 4, it looks like they're going to have the momentum, and it looks like Walker is going to take it 3 wide there. 3 wide for the lead coming to the start-finish line, and Lima Carlson is going to lead that lap, but we're still 3 wide for, looks like 5th, 6th spot. As Lance Anthony and company there. Lance on the outside, and you got the 116, Bradley Williams falling all the way back there to the back. Get back up here. Go ahead and get that ticker up for everybody so you know where everybody's at. That would be helpful, huh? Usually you do that after lap 1, but I was not expecting it to be 3 wide there coming to the start-finish line on lap 1. So that definitely threw me for a loop there, but it's Talladega. You go 3 wide here pretty easily. As right now, it looks like the top 4 drivers are all single file. As I say that now, the top 5, 6 drivers are single file. And the first driver trying to make a move there on the outside, well, that was the 9 machine, but now it's that 52 machine. He dropped all the way back to the 9, and they're all going to leave Lance out there to dry in that 52 machine. As he has no help there, he's going to have to drop it back down there onto the inside. And that's not a good camera angle for anybody to look at, huh? Go ahead and try. Let's go ahead and get on that. Try to do that. They're getting all out of sorts behind this group of drivers here. All right, get back here. I think that was back here with Bradley. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to form a line there on the outside with 3 cars. Bradley, Lance, and Dylan there, all on the outside. But right now, they're not even making any kind of headway right now. But it's still early on in the race here, as Lance just laid down the fastest lap of the race, and he is sitting back here in that 9th spot. As I say that now, he's up to 8th, getting a little run there. He's going to pop back there on the outside, going down the back straightaway. Side by side there with the 9 of Tyler. Not going to be able to do anything with it. He's going to have to fall back, get back in line. As we're all single file here. Still a long way to go. Even though it's, you know, a short 40-lap race here at Talladega, it's a long journey to go get there. Let's go Lima and Brad. Lima is leading the field there as far as that goes. He is in 4th, and you got Brad back here. Not too far back, but a couple spots back behind Lima. As, thought he was going to try to take it 3 wide there with the 15. Thought better of it for right now anyway. It was going to be a very tight needle to squeeze in there. Where's... Ooh. There we go. Do a little onboard gyro cam here with Nathan Yarnell here in that 5th spot. see he got a little shove there from behind, got a little loose, as it looks like now we're starting to get that outside line, a little bit of momentum. And who is that leading the outside? The 9 machine of Tyler. You got the 52 of Lance Anthony right behind him, as well as the 32 machine of Dylan Williams. As Tyler is now up to the point to lead his first lap here tonight. And let's go ahead and get on William here. Oh, why it's not giving me the camera I want. There it is. Just give him a little nudge there, getting on entry there. As we're side by side for the lead once more with the... Ooh, not a good place to bump. But good awareness, he backed off, was able to allow Lance to be able to save that. Once again, we're doing some bumpers. They're down through the tri-oval, going down into turn number 1. There'll be a lot of bump drafting. And they're all getting a little too aggressive there on the pushing, it looks like. But it's hard to judge. I'm not, actually behind the wheel, so I can't say that, it's being too aggressive and not aggressive enough. But whatever they're doing seems to be working right now. Is the outside is right now the place to be. And they all dab it back down on the inside. And now we got the 116 of Bradley Williams there on the outside. The first car on the outside. All by his lonesome. He's going to fall back. He's going to fall all the way back to 10th from the looks of it. Looks like the 01 tried to give him a space to drop it down. But, as the 15 and the 116 looked like they did a little hug there down the back straightaway. No harm, no foul. Nobody wrecked. We're all good. We're all green. Here, lap 10 of 40 here for class race number 2 at Talladega for the Kart Cup Series. No points on the line here tonight. Just bragging rights here. Getting ready to go into the first points race of the season next Wednesday night at Daytona. Similar style track. Super speedway style drafting, a lot of pack racing, a lot of bump drafting side by side. But right now we got single file throughout the top 10 here. But as we've seen here already, that will change here really quickly, as it looks like the 12. Is that the 12? Might have been the 12, but he didn't act on it. I thought he was going to pounce there on the outside going down into the turn number 3. Looks like we got 5 people out there. Still only 1 like. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and, go ahead and hit that notification bell while you're at it. That way you go ahead and get informed anytime Extreme Racing TV goes live. Both for Tuesday and Wednesday night now over here on iRacing. But tonight, it's all about the kart series, the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. And since they're all single file, I don't have a per se crank it up cam, but we can go ahead and we can do a cockpit crank it up. Let's go ahead and get on the 55 of Scotty Grove. And let's go ahead and crank it up. Alrighty, folks. So hopefully you enjoyed that little crank it up. As you probably got a pretty good visual of radiator and suspension parts there for a little bit. A lot of bump drafting going on down through the straightaways. Even caught it there a couple times there going through the turn, which you can do if you're careful enough and know where to hit the car at. It can be done. So glad we were able to catch that live on the Crank It Up cam. Thank you all for tuning in here once again for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour here on Extreme Racing TV, as we are on lap 17 of 40 here for class race number 2 at Talladega Superspeedway. And right now they're all single file here. I am pretty sure that they are going to have to make a pit stop here, regardless of what the fuel load is. I believe max fuel, they could only go about 30-ish, 35 laps. So pretty sure some of that's playing in the strategy with these guys laying back, going single file. Just wanting to go ahead and try to save as much fuel as possible while going as fast as possible to not lose the draft or anything like that. But yeah, right now just a whole bunch of single file racing. Not a whole lot of action going out there on the track at the moment. But as always, that can change at any moment. As they're starting to fan out once more, and the 32 is going to go ahead and drop back. That's the 32 machine of Dylan Williams. And the 9 is going to go ahead and pop it there on the outside. As soon as I go to TV1, it's like they get in the racing mode. So now you got the 932 and the 77 William all on the outside. I'm going to go ahead and try to make that outside work once more. And the 116 looks like he's trying to decide if he wants to go low or go high. And it looks like he's going to take the upper lane here. Go ahead and get with this 3-packer there on the outside and see if they can not go ahead and take over this lead, as they're door-to-door there for the lead now. Coming at it, we just had somebody blink out. Lima. No, not Lima. I believe that was the 32, Dylan Williams, that blinked out. And hopefully, the 9 came back with him. So, okay, he should not lose the draft. As now they're going to have to rack it up, stack them up again, and see if they can go ahead and get out there and get after it. As now Lance is going to go ahead and pop it on the outside. Probably to fall back to see if he can save fuel, or I don't know exactly what he was doing with that move. That's my assumption, though. He's just going to try to fall back, save some fuel there. But it's not going to help having that 77 all over the back bumper of him, of William Rucker. But still plenty of racing left here, as we're getting ready to come down to complete halfway. We are officially halfway at this race here. 20 more laps to go here for the kart Clash race number 2 at Talladega. Thank you all for tuning in once more. I am Dennis Ansman up here in the broadcast booth with you all here this evening. So thank you guys for tuning in and enjoying not only the Clash at Bristol, but also the Clash here at Talladega. It's been a pleasure to come out here and put on this broadcast for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour League here on iRacing. It's their first season doing the Cup Cup Series. So definitely looking forward to getting them out there for everybody to tune in and see. And so far, they've been doing a pretty good job here. Small field here tonight, only 10 cars, but they do have over 20 or so drivers for the season. Like I said, nothing but bragging rights here tonight. No points are on the line or anything like that. Just come out here, have a little fun race here before the season starts, before those belts get real tight. So, but as you're seeing right now, Lance there still on the outside. So apparently my theory of him dropping back to save some fuel was fake news. And for me anyway, it was fake news. We're going to wait here to see when they're going to be coming down pit road. As the 52 and 77 drop it down low, they're going to leave the 116 of Bradley Williams there outside, all by his lonesome. He finally finds a hole right in front of the 15 machine of Nathan Yarnell. I mean, it looked like Walker was going to try. I don't know if he was trying to peek it down to see if he could come down pit road, or if he just got a little nudge that sent him the wrong direction. But now we're back to single file. Lance has led 14 laps here tonight. Lima has led 1 lap. And who else is? Oh, Tyler has led a lap. And Walker Thomas has led 2 laps. And William Rucker has led 5. So, if I'm not mistaken, they're going to be getting ready to come down here to pit road. I don't think they go 40 laps on the tank of gas. And per usual here, when it comes to Talladega and Daytona, it's going to be fuel only. If I'm the crew chief, you're just coming down, getting a splash, getting tank of fuel, getting back out there on track. That's what I'm telling you. So, there ain't nothing special there. Trying to see what Walker has on his car. Lakeside Cherry. Okay. It's a pretty nice looking paint. Lance has another pretty paint too. That 52. So does the 77 of William Rucker. A lot of good paints out here. I'm not trying to discriminate on, these are the 3 best paints now. The 01, Lima Carlson, he's got a pretty paint too. That 01 purple and black machine. The 55, Scotty Grove, he's got a bright hood there, Spam. That 55 machine, multicolor, with the green, black, blue. Good color combo there. A double nickel TV. You got the 116 there. Bradley Williams, the orange and white. Another good looking scheme there. Nathan Yarnell there in the Cat 15 Caterpillar machine. The black and white. I actually like that one a lot. Like a good combo between the black and white and very subtle on the yellow. You got Brad Peters here in the 05 with a white and pink scheme Energizer Bunny. And you got Tyler here in the 9 machine He looks like he's got Liberty University on it. And like some camouflage there going on the side fenders. And then don't forget about the 32 machine here, Dylan Williams. That black and red QA1 Shocks machine. Shocks. There, the fender flare actually took away the H, so it looked like socks. And he's also got Logitech there on the rear bumper, or trunk lid, whatever you want to call that little area. As we're still single file here, we're on lap 29. We've completed 28 here. We'll be coming down to 10 to go here, 2 laps. And they still have not come down pit road, so maybe they, I don't think they can make it. I don't know. It's going to be interesting here to see if they can go all 40 laps. I don't know. It's been a while since I've run in a next-gen car with a full tank of gas, so usually when I run them, they're at either 50% or 60% or 65%. I'll get a little education here on exactly how far they can go. I mean, obviously, none of these guys are going to be coming down by themselves, because once you come down pit road by yourselves, your race is pretty much done with. You might as well kiss it goodbye. We are officially down to 10 laps to go here tonight, folks. 10 more laps here for the Clash at Talladega. The Clash at Dega. And Lance is still up here at point. He will secure the most laps led here for the Clash. But obviously, you know, leading the most laps really don't mean nothing if you don't lead the last lap. And that is what he's looking to do here. But he's, you know, got 9 other drivers behind him that want to lead that last lap as well. So, I thought Walker was coming down again. He keeps faking me out. But here at some point, they can. I don't think they can. I don't know. I keep saying they can't, but then every lap they're staying out. They're not showing any signs of coming down pit road, so. But right now, what we got going on here is what you'd see out there on the highway on any given 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Just driving around, cruising, and that's going to change though. We're down to 8 laps to go. They're not staying single file for the rest of these laps. I can guarantee you that. I mean, we saw 3 wide on lap 1. I wouldn't be surprised to see 4 wide here coming down to the last 5 laps. As we have pit stops going on right now, as Williams down pit road, Lance is down pit road. Bradley's down pit road. So three of the 10 cars came down pit road. So we should see Walker, Lima Carlson, Scotty Grove, Nathan Yarnell, Brady Peters, Tyler Hissel, and Dylan Williams come down this time by. We should. Now, they might try to stay out. They might have been saving some fuel. They might be able to go a little bit longer. But I would come down right now and take less fuel to get to the finish. They're not coming down pit road. None of them are. Okay, they're all staying out. So they're going to prove me wrong. So that will... Bradley's not where you want to be all by himself. William Rucker's still on pit road. Lance is all by himself as well. So that pit cycle did not go good for those drivers, as they did not come out together. As William Rucker's now coming out of pit road, so he must have had a speeding penalty or unsafe pit entry. Something happened there during that pit stop to where he had to serve a penalty. And they're still not coming down pit road, so we're coming down to 5 more laps to go here. I don't think they can go 5 more laps. Man, there ain't no way you can save that much fuel. Not going 180 miles an hour. Yeah, you're going 188. Going almost 190 miles an hour. There ain't no way. But now we got a battle there for the lead as Lima Carlson is going to go ahead and take the point. As we'll see here, I think Walker's going to be... No, he's not coming down pit road. Okay, we are coming down to 4 laps to go here. As the 32 of Dylan Williams there... think he might have had a run and just wanted to get out of the way and not to get in the back bumper there of the 55 of Scotty Grove. That's the only thing I can think of because he made a very evasive move. As they're coming up on the 116 there of Bradley Williams. And they're coming up on him quick. Coming down here to 3 more laps to go. Maybe these guys did save enough fuel. Okay, down to 3 more laps. And the 01, Lima Carlson in that top spot right now. But Nathan Yarnell, second. Brady Peters in third. Can't forget about Tyler here in fourth. Walker Thomas ran out the top 5. Can't forget about him as well. Well, actually, Scotty Grove. Can't forget about him. Neither can you forget about Dylan. Anything can happen between these top 7 drivers right now. Bradley Williams is a lap down, and William Rucker is a lap down, but he has managed to catch back up with Lance. So we're coming down to 2 laps to go here tonight, and it looks like they're going to be able to make it. So that's pretty amazing. 2 more laps here for the Clash at Dega. Clash race number 2 here for the debut of the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Cup Series. Definitely looking forward to next Wednesday night at Daytona. As we got a battle there. Looks like Walker Thomas is driving it there on the outside. He's got the 55 of Scotty Grove with him. As well as the 32 machine of Dylan Williams. And we're coming down to 1 lap to go. Lima Carlson's doing some blocking up to the top, down to the bottom, and we got Brad Peters going around wrecking. Oh, Lima Carlson Walker Thomas got into him. We're down to the final lap here. And Lima's still going, though. We're 3 wide here for second now, third. Coming out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Scotty Grove now up to the point. Tyler is in second. Nathan Yarnell in third. Coming down the back straightaway here. Anything can happen going down into turn number 3 here. It looks like going into turn number 3, no runs are coming. As we had somebody blink out there. That was the 9 of Tyler. And here comes the 15 of Nathan right on to at 55. And looks like Scotty's going to be able to win it here tonight. Scotty Grove's going to win it here. Nathan Yarnell in second. Dylan Williams third. Lima Carlson fourth. And Tyler DeSell rounding out the top 5. Whew, what a finish there for these guys. And looks like we don't have... The only one we got in the Discord chat is Dylan. We're going to go ahead and see here if Scotty's going to go ahead and burn it up. Doing his... do that virtual spin out, or if he's just going to park it right there at the checkered flag. There he goes. I'm going to go ahead and burn it up here. Go ahead and do your celebration, Scotty. You deserve it here on the Clash here at Dega. Got those bragging rights heading into next Wednesday night at Daytona. So congratulations, Scotty, on the victory here this evening. Let's go ahead and get down to the results here. Scotty Grove finishing first in that 55 machine. Nathan Yarnell finishing second in the 15. Finishing third in that 32 machine, Dylan Williams. Finishing fourth in the 01 machine, Lima Carlson. Finishing fifth here tonight. You got the 9 machine of Tyler. And sixth, Walker Thomas in the 12 machine. Brad D. Peters finishing seventh in the 05. Lance Anthony finishing 8th in the 52 machine. William Rucker finishing 9th in the 77. And then rounding out in the top 10, Bradley Williams. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break, folks. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Well, we have managed to actually catch the top three, so we are going to go ahead and get the post-race interviews in here tonight. First up is going to be our third place finisher here tonight, driving that number 32 machine, Dylan Williams. Well, Dylan, no points on the line here tonight, nothing but bragging rights. But go ahead and talk about your race here. What you're looking forward to going into next Wednesday night at Daytona.
Honestly, I just kind of use this race as like a tune-up race because it's going to be very similar to the Daytona race. Um, it's going to be a lot of drafting, a lot of maybe saving fuel. I think the last 20 laps I was saving fuel, so it may come down to that. Just kind of preparing for anything to happen, really. But yeah, I was just hanging back, and luckily they got a good run on the outside, and I stayed out of trouble and managed to come to the podium. Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the season. I think it's going to be very fun. Sounds like we have a big group of guys, and most of these guys I've raced with before, and yeah, I know it's going to be good, hard racing. So I'm looking forward to it. Very excited.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you mentioned it. You were saving fuel there. The latter part of the race, and I kept questioning on if you guys were going to be able to make it or if you had enough. Um, as Lance had to make a pit stop. William and Bradley, they all came down, made their pit stop. So I thought they were all going to cycle through, but you guys somehow found a way to hold it out, save enough to get to the finish line. So congratulations on your podium finish here tonight. I know it's third, but it's something to build. Looking forward into next week with a track that races pretty much identical to this one. But until then, Dylan, before we go ahead and let you celebrate your third place finish here, any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go celebrate?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my sponsor, QA1 Racing Shocks. Um, Also 2T Cattle and Finish Line Site Development. And yeah, I had a couple family members watching, so I give a shout out to them.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in and watching Dylan here. Sorry he wasn't able to get P1 here tonight, but he's definitely going to build off of this for next Wednesday night and hopefully get a top spot when it really matters. Points racing next Wednesday night at Daytona. But until then, Dylan, enjoy this third place finish, and we'll catch you next Wednesday at Daytona.
Alrighty, thank you, sir.
Alrighty, folks. That will take care of our third place finisher here tonight. So let's go ahead and get to our second place finisher. And that will be that 15 machine, Nathan Yarnell. So let's go ahead and grab Nathan, pull him up into the booth. Well, Nathan, one spot away from grabbing that ultimate bragging right here, leaving Talladega with the bragging rights out of the clash. But go ahead and talk about your race. How was it for you here? What was your strategy going into a non-points race here?
Yeah, well, I qualified up kind of front. Quickly, found out that we could make it on fuel if we were saving. So a lot of us, I'm assuming, was doing the same thing I was doing and trying to do half throttle, stay in the draft, and not run two lines. And then about 7 or 8 laps ago, you're 4 laps to the good, you start trying to mix it up, and I just got lucky being in third place back there, and Tyler kind of started blinking out. I was hoping it didn't cause a wreck, but once he gave a little, moved up the track a little bit, I got behind Scotty, and I've raced with Scotty for a long time, and I knew if I tried to peek out that it would just, hurt both my runs, so I was going to stay behind him and push him to the win.
Yeah, for sure, and like you said, I didn't even know it there during the race. I thought you guys were going to have to come down and make a pit stop. It feels like a generation. The last time I ran the next gen cars with a full tank of gas. So, but yeah, when I saw Lance, William, and Bradley come down pit road, I figured you all were going to have to come down and make a pit stop at least for a splash and go. But for the fact that, the top 7, you guys were able to stay out save enough fuel to be able to get to the finish. Pretty impressive stuff there. But, moving on to Daytona next week, pretty much a similar track to this one. Race is the same. What are you looking forward to going to Daytona when it really counts next Wednesday night?
Yeah, that's what this race was good for. Kind of racing with some guys, building a rapport, and hopefully, all the work you did this race, pushing guys and staying with guys, fuel saving with guys will work out. We all don't. Not everybody has teammates, but if you got some guys that you can, cooperate with, and it'll maybe work out better in Daytona. So it'll be a fun race, and it's a little tighter track, so there'll be more mixing up. But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it, and hopefully we don't see that 3 wide on lap 1 that we saw tonight. But before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your second place finish here tonight, Nathan, any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go celebrate?
Just thanks to the guys putting this league on. It's always fun to race the league, and just looking forward to it. And thank you for broadcasting.
All right, Nathan. Well, it's not a problem. I've been doing this for 6 months, so it's definitely something I've been learning and growing to enjoy. So it's a pleasure to be able to put on this broadcast for you guys, and definitely looking forward to seeing what you guys have in store next Wednesday night at Daytona. But until next week, Nathan, enjoy this one, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
All right, thank you much.
You're welcome. All right, and that will take us to the race winner of the 55 machine. That would be Scotty Grove. So let's go ahead and get that 55 machine up here. If I can grab them. There we go. All right. Well, Scotty, it looks like you just found yourself the right place, the right time. There was nothing on the line here tonight. Nothing more than just bragging rights. Maybe a couple egos. But all in all, it was just come out, have fun, get a little warm up before the season starts. Go ahead and talk about, what was your plan going into this race here tonight?
Pretty much just, ride around, try to stay clean. It was a very clean race for super speedway racing. Definitely wanted to follow Walker because I know how good Walker is, and just stay with a couple of the guys that I've raced with before and have a lot of respect for. And Nathan raced with him a lot, and he stayed with me and pushed me across the line. So got to thank him. But great race, and thank everybody involved.
Yeah, definitely a lot of good racing. Really didn't have any mishaps go on until the last few laps there, where anything is on the line, anything and everything is on the line. So a lot of blocking, a lot of shoving, but really, even that was pretty clean when you think of it. There was nobody that really wrecked, so to be able to keep it clean definitely says a lot for this group of guys. But next week is when it counts. Is when it all matters. What are you looking forward to going to the Daytona, knowing that overall the racing is a lot similar to what you just had here tonight?
Pretty much the same thing we did tonight. Kind of just try to ride for a little while, stay around guys that I raced with before, try to make some new friends out there as well, and just try to be around at the end. Anybody that knows me, that's raced with me, knows that I despise plate racing, and I just try to hang around, and be there when it matters. Kind of like we did tonight. Just kind of hung a left at the right moment and got a guy to stay with me, and it just worked out.
Yes, it did, and that's pretty much the way plate racing goes. Just being at the right spot, the right time, and not trying to be too aggressive, just trying to take it easy. And you found yourself in that lucky spot there on the final lap to have those bragging rights going in to the start of the season when the points count. But Scotty, before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate this one, any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go ahead and celebrate this victory here tonight?
Yes, sir. Thank you for broadcasting. Thank the league for putting this on, putting this together. Also got to thank my Black Car Mafia teammates that aren't in the league, but I think we'll have one or two show up here next week. I'm going to thank them guys for all they do. Make me a better racer, and good group of guys to hang out with, and just everybody in the league. Was a fun evening. Hopefully it continues through, and we stay clean and green pretty much for the most part.
Yes, for sure, and we will find out starting next Wednesday night. But until then, Scotty, enjoy this victory here tonight. We'll see you next Wednesday at Daytona.
Hey, we'll see you there. Thank you again.
All right, you're welcome. All right, everybody. Well, that will take care of the interviews here this evening. I already went down through the finishing order because I didn't think we were going to be able to get the top three up here, the starting three. The top three, but we were able to do that. So we're going to be heading off the air here for this Wednesday night. But next Wednesday night is when it all counts at the virtual Daytona for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. And don't forget, next Tuesday night, Extreme Racing TV is back on air for the ISRL League for the Darrell Dega 200. So tune in next Tuesday night. But until then, folks, take care of yourselves and each other and have yourselves a great night.